Hello, and welcome to Attacking Google Training on Coursera. This lesson builds on what we learned about the Git, Bash, and Git. We will be talking about the Coursera course structure, reviewing a plan of attack to save and edit course materials, going through a practical demonstration of these techniques. Let's get started. Coursera materials are downloaded to the Downloads folder with a generic name. We want to save them within a folder structure in the Documents folder. We will create folders for each module and save the individual lessons in these folders. So, Coursera breaks their courses up to into weeks and modules. We're not going to worry so much about the weeks, but we are going to keep track of the courses module by module. So we're going to build a directory structure that looks like this. Starting in Documents, we'll create a folder called Coursera. We will name a course, and then we will have a module for each module outlined in the course and each individual lesson. Let's take a look here on the left-hand side and see what that might look like. Here we have Google Project Management Professional Certificate, Foundations of Project Management. I enter the course, and they have a very nice layout of exactly what we're going to be covering. So we see it's a 4-week course, week 1, 2, 3, and 4. We see on the right-hand side what all is involved. So we're going to have a getting started video. Let's see. Let's do this. I'm going to click on week 1. Let's see if I can't get a little bit more detail about the course. Here we go. So they're going to tell us about embarking on a career, learning objectives, and then here's where they start outlining the modules. They have a getting started module. They have an understanding the basics of project management module, and in that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 videos. And then they have a learning about careers in project management, which has a combination of videos and readings and other things. Here we have our first quiz and a discussion prompt. Generally, I'm just downloading the text for the videos. I will occasionally make notes on the quizzes, and we'll talk about that as we get into this. And then they have the last module of week 1, which is Review Embarking on a Career in Project Management, which is a 2-minute video, and a large quiz. We might tuck this last section into this module just to save us from having so many folders, but we'll see how we feel about all that. One of the nice things about this approach is you get to understand everything you're going to be seeing before you see it. So you have some idea of what they're going to be showing you in the course. The other nice thing is it's faster to do these operations in bulk. So we're going to want to download all the text for all the videos, and then we'll come back and restructure them so they're more user-friendly. So start Git Bash, and I'll do this from scratch. So we'd go to Windows, type Git Bash. You'd hit enter, and this screen will come up. I've already adjusted it so that the text size is a little bit larger, and you do that under Options, Text, and select Size. By default, it's 9, and I have changed it to 14 for the purposes of this lesson. Next, I'm going to build the file structure to support this project. So I'm going to go into my Documents folder. It's going to take a quick look there, and I am going to create a new folder. I do that using mkdir, Coursera. I'm going to go into the Coursera folder by typing cd co and then tapping my tab key. And then I'm going to make myself a directory that is the Foundations Project Management. Then I'm going to cd into that. And I'm going to make a directory which is 01 welcome. I'm going to make a directory that is understanding the basics. So I'm going to just make this a little simpler. I'm going to call it basics. You can see I'm putting in underscores here. So O2 underscore basics underscore of underscore PM. Our work is a little cleaner if we do not have spaces in file or folder names. All right, and then we have mkdir 03, and this is going to be careers underscore in underscore PM. And let's go ahead and make another folder for the review. Beautiful. Now, if I list the contents of Documents, Coursera, Foundations, Project Management, I can see that I have modules 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is all in week 1. We're not bothering to put it in week 1. Let's start actually filling some of these folders up. So on my Coursera side, I'm going to go to my first video. And I'm not even going to watch it. I'm just going to say download, transcript in English. And I see that I have a couple of transcripts already in this folder. So it came in as subtitle, wrapping it with 2. We're going to CD to the top of our home folder. We are going to CD into the downloads folder. And we are going to see that we have subtitles, subtitle 1 and subtitle 2. Let's see if I can get rid of those using RM. RM, splat, S-U-B-T-I-T-L-E, splat. All right, that got rid of all those guys. I want to go back to the folder I was just in, and I navigate there by going up a directory, then CDing back into Documents, Coursera, Foundations, and we're going to start in 01, the welcome. I'm going to go back to Coursera. I'm going to download my transcript again. And then I'm going to use a new command, which is cp, which is copy, and tilde is my home folder, downloads, you know what, I'm going to move this instead. So mv, downloads, subtitle text to this directory, and I'm going to give it a more meaningful name. This is Welcome to the Google Project Management Certificate. So I'm just going to call this 01 welcome.text. Now if I do an ls here, I'll see that I've got that welcome text. I can use a text editor to view that, or I can use cat to view that, or I can use less to view that. Let's try less. And we can see that we have all the verbiage that's in this. Hi, we're so excited that you are here. I'm Emilio. And if you notice, the way they've broken this apart is the way that they've broken it apart in the text file on the right. So great, I've got my text. And I'm going to go do the next thing. We can read through the program course overview. And now we have an introduction to course 1. You can see this is a shorter video. And we are still in our first section. So we're going to download the text here. You can see it came down with subtitle.text. So I'm going to do the same thing I did a minute ago. I'm going to hit up arrow a few times. And I'm going to move download subtitle text. We're going to call this 02 underscore introduction dot text. And we're going to go next. Take a minute to set yourself up for success. I commit to my goal. Helpful resources. Program survey. None of these things are terribly important. Meet and greet. Okay, so now we have entered the next module, and we're starting with what is project management. So I'm going to go up a directory, and then I'm going to go down a directory, and I've named this in such a way I should be able to just hit O2, Basics of Project Management. That's great. I'm going to download this transcript. And I'm going to bring my move command back up. I'm going to change this guy's name. We're starting a new module. This is the first file in the module. And it is what is project management.txt. That's great. So they're going to talk about what project management is. What do project managers do? Again, we're going to download the transcript. It's going to come down with a very generic name. We're going to move it and give it a new name. So that's the second file in this module. What does PM do? Dot text. Again, if I wanted to look at that, I could open it up with less, and I can just make sure that my transcripts match. So it says, hey, so we've covered what project management is, and hey, so we've covered what project management is, and so I know I've got the right thing. I can quit out of less, and I'm just going to go on to download my next module, Transferable Project Manager Skills. Download the transcript. Comes down as text. And this is the third one, Transferable Project Manager Skills. Just to see what's in my folder, I'm going to do ls. X:, path to becoming a project manager. Grab the text. I'm going to call this one Path to Becoming a PM. Now, we're going to do this for the whole exercise of week 1. So we will have all those files in place in order so we can review them before we even watch the video and contemplate them. In the next video, we'll talk about what it looks like to edit these files. Thanks.